A quick update on the Hyundai Sonata project. Is it done? No, it's not done. The only thing still is I need to paint the bumpers. Still not painted the bumpers. I'll talk about that in a minute. So I put the old bumpers back on so I could start driving. It looked halfway decent. Like the bumpers, they're a little messed up, but you wouldn't really notice at first glance. And so the first issue I had is a P0106 engine code. Now I've got an OBD2 scanner, so I was able to pull it, and it's the MAF sensor. Well, I checked, and the MAF had been replaced at some point. So I cleared the code. Sometimes these codes show up, you clear them, and they don't show up, and that's a good thing. Now, I did look at the MAF. It looked fine. Not that you can really tell much by looking, but it didn't look visually, didn't look anything was wrong. And I didn't have any issue once I cleared the code. I drove with it for about a week or two. Yeah, you should just go. I should have went ahead and cleared it. I didn't. And I got 17 miles to the gallon with that MAF code. Well, I cleared the code, and I got about 27 miles to the gallon, a little mix of highway and city driving, which is about where I wanted to be. Well, I thought when I put the battery back in, I thought I had tightened the negative and I hadn't done the positive. So when I was doing all my last checks, tightened the positive cable, went to town. Well, I got an issue where the car seemed like the battery's dead. So I'm checking the cables. I'd forgotten to tighten the negative, and it worked for weeks until it didn't. So I tightened that cable down. Everything's good. Car cranks. Battery's fine. Well, then I get a code. It's a P0106 MAF code. Well, I'm thinking, well, I reset it and it seemed fine. Could it have come back because I reset the battery? Like, it doesn't really make any sense, but we'll try it. Reset it, didn't come back. But I decided to Google it just to see what's going on. Like, why have I had it twice? And apparently that is just a thing. And when you unplug the battery and connect it back, you'll get a MAF sensor code. I don't know why. Since that issue of the battery cable and tightening it, and I reset it, I've not had that code at all. So that is what it is. It does hurt your gas mileage quite a bit, at least it did in my case. I also, the only other issues with the car, I have a tire pressure monitoring system check light. And I guess that means one of my sensors is bad. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, it's one of my tires low. The car's been sitting in my garage for a while. One of the tires was at 29 PSI. Usually it seems like the cars I experienced, if they're below 30, that's where you get an issue. Pumped all the tires up, it didn't go out. I was looking for any kind of reset. Is there a button? Is there something you can do to clear it? Couldn't find it. If there is one, let me know. I'm thinking it must just mean one of my tire pressure monitoring devices, relays. What is that? Whatever it is. One of them must be bad. And I think you can get like a remote control that will help you determine which one is not sending a signal, which one's not reading. I haven't really looked into that. I know the tires are good, so I've just left it. And then also I have a check the washer fluid light on. And I know when I first drove the car home, didn't have that light. I don't know when it appeared. I have not checked the washer fluid. I keep thinking, oh, I need to add some and then just put a piece of cardboard under the car, see if it's leaking, and see how much it's leaking. Just haven't done it. Those are the only issues. The thing's been great. I averaged 27 miles to the gallon. I did on one all-highway trip. Got 31 miles to the gallon. That was where I was hoping to be. It's a little four-cylinder engine, so that is, I'd like for more, but I'll take it. And the only thing not done, the only thing, other than some of these lights, which, yeah, they'd be nice if I could get them. They're not the end of the world. I mean, if they were, I would have done something about it by now, is the bumpers. I want to paint the bumpers. And the problem is, at this point, I should have just bought the bumpers, gone to Mako, let them match it, and pay probably $200 or less and be done with it. Instead, I spent over $200 on paint, and I still have to paint it myself, and I still haven't done that, and I'm trying to get my compressor and air lines, prepped for that, and do an air cooling loop so that I can get any moisture out of my lines, so I'm assuring myself of the best possible paint job. And that should have been a job. I find working on the air cooling, the air drying loop, that is not quite done. I've had to order a few parts because they give you this pre-made package. Now, again, I'm cost conscious. I looked through all the other options, copper and iron and anything else. This is aluminum pipe system, compression fittings. It's the best way to do it, and it nearly is the most efficient. It costs a little bit more than doing copper and all that. The compression set fittings are a lot easier, and ultimately it's just a nicer system, nicer quality system. That is almost done. Now, will I be painting anytime soon? No, it's winter. It is cold. I'm sitting in this car. It is freezing cold outside. Should I be wearing a coat? Yeah, probably. But I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll just do a video for a minute. But it is cold. So I really probably won't paint until it's warmer because I don't have any place to paint. You can see that carport right back there. I'm probably going to just wrap that in plastic. Well, for the bumpers, maybe not. Maybe I'll just throw some drop cloths over the cars nearby and just paint them under the carport. That way they've got some cover, nothing's going to fall down and hit it. But I got to wait till it's warmer because paint does not like temperatures this cold. And even inside my shop is much warmer than this. It's still a little cool for paint. So even once I get their dry loop done, we still got to wait. But hopefully this car will get done. Because I've had a few different cars go through my shop, had a few different car projects. Not one of them has been officially like done and complete. So it'd be nice to get there, to get one done and complete. We're just not there yet. But hopefully soon. This one may be the first. I mean, this is the first one that I've started driving. My Blazer, which I got running again, that would have run, is running when I finish. I'm not interested in getting that running again, putting that back on the road. I'd have to pay back taxes and register it all over again, all that. So I don't care to do that. I want to be done with it. Anyway, that's where we are with this car. I did just want to note those issues and that P0106 code in case you're coming up with an issue like that and you're like, well, what is going on? That might be your issue. That might be your problem. And I just want to update that and kind of put that pin to catch up. I'll keep meaning to do this video and update on this car, but it's just such a small update. I haven't done it yet, but I'm doing it now. This is my air dryer loop. Just a quick preview. I will have a video come out on this just to go through all the details and the reasons and the whats and the whys and everything. You can see here it is nearly complete. You can see I'm missing 2 elbows. That's all I need. They give you a little how-to of how they suggest doing it. Couldn't quite fit that in my space. Do I need it to do? But other than that, I've got it all going, and soon you'll see this video on tips, tricks, how-tos, and what I had to do to get this done. But it was really fun putting it together. Very easy. I've got a frame to hang on the wall. Because like I told you, when we painted my carport, well, I need this loop portable. And so that frame is going to make it portable.